So, I'm thinking, what is this? What could this be? Hopefully it's a bottle of Mountain Dew. And when I flip it over, let's see what happens. What's up, pranksters? Welcome back. And guess what? It's almost time for Christmas. So what does that mean? Well, to a prankster like me, it means that it's time to pull off some more pranks. So in this video, I'm gonna show you guys 5 more pranks you guys can set up for Christmas. Also, if you look at my subscriber count down below, we're almost at 1 million subscribers as of today, the day this video is posted. So if you're not a subscriber yet, please hit that subscribe button now. And if you're ready to start pranking, then check it out. Alright, well, I'm gonna get you started with a really nasty prank. And I say this is nasty because it reeks. Yeah, it's gonna stink up your Christmas morning or your victim's Christmas morning. So in order to pull this off, you're gonna need a can of cookies. These are sold anywhere. If you go to any grocery store, they have these. I got 2 for $5, which is a good deal because these cookies are delicious. Not only that, but they come in this little can. It's a little tin can, as you can see, and here. Yeah, you can actually eat the cookies and use this as a Christmas box. Well, in this particular prank, guys, we're gonna need this box of cookies to be empty. As you can see, it's got some tape around it. It's the little seal that they have in order to keep these cookies closed. So we're gonna remove that seal and we're gonna pop off the top. So there are the cookies, guys. So I'm gonna enjoy eating these. And once this can of cookies is empty, we're gonna get started. Well, now that the cookies are gone, we can get started setting up this prank. We're also gonna need a mouse trap. Well, actually, this is a rat trap. This is a really big rat trap. And look at the snapper. Oh, it's very strong. So that is perfect for this prank. And guess what else we're gonna need? Something nasty. And what's nastier than a fart bag? These little packets are a prankster's best friend. As you can see, I got a bunch of fart bags in there. Lots of them, actually. So we're gonna use one. We only need one, and this is the one we're gonna need. But if you guys notice that when you press the pouch on here, it takes a few seconds for this to pop. We don't want that, guys. We want this to pop right away. So a good method of doing that, guys, is you trim this off and then you tape them and create a seal, and when you do that, they will look like this. As you can see, we shortened the packet. That way it has less room to inflate and it'll pop faster. So we want it to look like this. And look at this little guy. Look what he's doing. Well, when these packets pop, they release a horrible smell. Nobody wants to be around them. So that's what we're gonna do in this prank. We're gonna set it up in a way so that when the snapper is set off, it's gonna pop this fart bag. So let's get started. Since the snapper on this mouse trap is really strong, as you can see, wow, that is too much. We don't want that because it's too strong. So we're gonna disable one of the springs on here. So it only has one, and now it's not that bad, but still strong enough for what we need it for. So first thing we're gonna do, guys, is we're gonna apply some glue on the bottom of the mouse trap, or should I say rat trap? Yeah, it is a big rat trap. All right, I think I got plenty of it on there. And now I'm gonna put it inside this can of cookies, empty can of cookies. And I'm gonna push down on it. And then we're gonna let it dry for a little bit so that it stays on there. And then once it's dried up, we're gonna keep going with this prank. Next up, guys, we're gonna tie a piece of string on this little hook right here. It's very important that you do this step, guys. I mean, you can skip it, but I would advise you don't, because somebody could get hurt. And again, we want everybody to be safe. And now that we got this tied on there, we're gonna attach it to the lid, but not just yet. So keep that handy right there. Keep it out of the way. So now that that is done, guys, we're gonna place the fart bag right below the snapper. So pull up the snapper and then just place the fart bag right there. Once the snapper hits this fart bag, it's gonna pop it almost instantly. So we wanna keep it right there. Next, what you guys are gonna do is you're gonna take the string that you previously tied onto this hook right here, and we're gonna tape it on the top of the lid. And again, the reason why we're doing this is because when the mousetrap is set off, it's gonna launch the top, and we don't want that. We don't want nobody getting hurt. We don't want this hitting anybody. So this is gonna protect that person. And the way you attach it to the top is you use some tape, like I always do. Now I have this strip of tape, and I'm just gonna attach it on there. Now we can pull back on the snapper, guys. Make sure that the pouch is right where the snapper hits. So pull back on that snapper and now push down with the cover. You're gonna feel the pressure, but push all the way down, guys. Like that. And if I let go, this is gonna pop open, and we don't want this to pop open just yet. So what I have here is some clear tape, just like the seal that it was on previously. Well, we're gonna wrap the top all over the can, that way it won't pop off. As far as the last step, guys, you're gonna flip this over and you're gonna poke like a couple holes on the side, like right on the edge, so be careful when handling knives. If you're asking yourself, why am I poking holes on it? Well, we want that stink to come out. Once it's set off, then obviously all they can do is close up the lid and, you know, the stink is gone, and we don't want that. We want there to be openings for that stink to be able to come out through, and they are gonna be very important when it comes to irritating your victims on Christmas. So that's it, pranksters. Give this to your victims on Christmas morning. Tell them it's a box of cookies, and when they open it, well, let's see what happens. So it's got all that pressure, and it's gonna pop off once I remove the rest of this tape. So as soon as it hits, it's gonna cause it to pop. So even though if they try to put the lid back on, guys, guess what? There's no escaping that stink. You know why? Because the little holes on the back, oh man, this stuff, I can't even explain it right. The little holes on the bottom are gonna be releasing that stink, and there's no escaping it, guys. It'll totally be a stinky Christmas in the morning. Oh man, I'm not kidding, guys. This stuff really stinks, and I totally should have done this prank towards the end. It shouldn't have been my first prank, because now I gotta deal with the stink. But yeah, guys, it smells really bad, and like I said, there's no escaping it. Do you guys remember this gift box? I used it in my last video. I showed you guys how to booby trap it with a balloon. As you can see, it's already got a hole down there. And guess what? We're gonna do something similar. It's gonna have the same effect, but it's gonna be set up totally different. So first off, we're gonna open up this box, this gift box, and of course all you get is the box and then the cover. Next, we're gonna need a balloon, and I have a red balloon again, and I'm gonna fill this up with water. So here's the balloon, guys. It's about half the size of the gift box, so I'm just gonna put it inside, put the cover on, and the prank is set. Yeah, you guys don't know what's going on, right? Well, I forgot to mention that underneath the cover, I placed some push pins facing down. As you can see, they're facing down. I'm gonna put the cover on again, and okay, now it's time to sell the prank. You take this to your victim and say, Merry Christmas. And now again, as I told you in the last videos, have them try to guess what it is. Tell them to shake the gift. That way, when they do shake it, well, the balloon is gonna meet the push pins, and we know what happens then, right? So let's see a little demo of that. And remember that there's a hole on the bottom of this gift box. So this is what's gonna happen when they do shake it. Yep, well, the balloon pops obviously, and then all the water comes out through this hole. Up next, I'm gonna show you guys how to booby trap a gift bag. This is a paper gift bag, and we're gonna booby trap it. And all we're gonna need is a little cup like this one. I'm using a red cup. And then I cut out this, the nutrition facts from a box of chips. This has to be kind of glossy because it doesn't soak up the water easily. What we're gonna do, guys, is we're gonna fill this up with water. Well, I'm not gonna use just regular water. I'm gonna use some iced tea. I'm gonna fill this up pretty much close to the very top. I chose this because it looks pretty nasty just by looking at it. Look at that. Ugh, gross, right? Well, that's what we're gonna use. So once you fill that up, you're gonna cover this with grease. And this is my favorite type of grease because back in the day, this is what I would put on my hair. It's just like Vaseline, guys, but it's for your hair. So we're gonna cover this up, and it looks very glossy now. And that is how we want it. Once that's covered in grease, you're gonna place it on top of the cup like this. Make sure it's centered. As you can see, guys, on the inside of the gift bag, right on the bottom, I put a double-sided piece of tape. You want to do that because we're gonna put this cup inside of this gift bag. It's gonna be a little bit tricky to get it in there, but just follow my example and you should be fine. So we're gonna flip this upside down like this, guys. You might want to have somebody help you, but you can totally do this on your own as well. But it's easier if somebody helps you. Take the cup, guys, and you're gonna push it up. Make sure it's very even as you're pushing up. And then once it meets that piece of tape, just press up as much as you can. Make sure that the piece of cardboard sticks to the tape, and now it's attached to the gift bag. And if you thought that was trickier, the trickiest part of this prank is to flip it over real quick. So do this as fast as you can. Just like that. And if you guys look inside, there's no spills whatsoever. Everything stayed in there. All the iced tea that I put in there is still in there, guys. It's not gonna leak out until somebody pulls that out. So now we're just gonna cover that up with some tissue paper. So just a little bit of tissue paper to make it seem legit and to cover up the cup. And you can actually pick up the cup like this, guys. It's not gonna leak out. Just don't shake it too much. Give it to your victim and let's see what happens when they do take out that cup. So if somebody gave me this gift and it looks legit, guys, it doesn't look fishy at all. It's got the tissue paper on top, just like any other gift. So I would remove that, take it out and take a peek inside, and all I see is a red cup. So my first instinct is to take it out and see what's underneath. And when I do that, this is what's gonna happen. Look at that, guys. All that IC stayed in there. Now it might leak out depending on your bag, but actually it's leaking out a little. You can actually poke some holes underneath if you want to make this even messier. But just the fact that they actually spilled some IC inside their own gift bag is pretty awesome. I actually didn't want to make a mess. That's why I didn't poke any holes underneath. But you guys can poke holes and make it messier, but I've already got too many messes to deal with right now. So get creative and try to make it as messy as you can. Well, this next prank is the least messiest, stinkiest out of all the pranks I'm showing you guys in this video. This one, all you need to get is a pack like this. Let's say you're giving this out to one of your friends for Christmas. Well, to pull off this prank, you would have to prepare this prank weeks in advance. You would have to have used up all these products. For example, I have a used deodorant right here. It's pretty much empty. As you can see, it's only the casing that's on there. Most of the deodorant is gone. So what we're gonna do, guys, we're gonna be opening up this pack of deodorants and body wash, body spray. It's a good bundle that they sell, and I got this for 16 bucks. So we're gonna open this and we're gonna switch out all the contents. For example, you would need an empty bottle of body spray, deodorant. So as you can see, this deodorant is brand new. It has not been used. So I'm gonna swap this out with this used one. So like I said, you would have to prepare this weeks in advance. So here's the used one. I'm gonna put it in there. And again, all these other products you would have used as well. They're all empty. So you put everything back. And you don't necessarily, guys, have to wrap this up, because in order to have your victim open this, you would just put a bow on top and tell them Merry Christmas. And the way you sell this prank is tell them, hey, this stuff smells really good. You ought to smell the deodorant, especially. When they do open it, guys, you tell them, well, smell the deodorant first. And then, you know, they'll grab the deodorant, and to their disappointment, it's gonna be used. So it's a good laugh you can have on Christmas. Again, this is the least stinkiest, messiest prank out of all the ones I'm gonna show you in this video. And we're down to our last prank, guys. And for this, all you're gonna need is a wine bottle gift box like this. As you can see, it's pretty long. That'll work perfect. You're gonna need a whole bottle of vinegar and a box of baking soda. So we already know what these two do, right? When they mix together, they cause an awesome eruption. It's an awesome chemical effect that really, it can be messy if you have too much of both of them together. So first thing we're gonna do, guys, is we're gonna stick this inside of this gift box, but this is gonna be upside down. We're gonna close up this gift box. We want this to be closed. We're gonna flip it over, guys, and then we're gonna leave it flipped over. You can remove the bottom by pushing it in. As you can see, it's removable. So I'm just gonna pull it out, and that's it, guys. And now we have this bottle of vinegar, which we're gonna stick in there. But first, we're gonna put some glue on the bottom and push it all the way down so it sticks to the top of this gift box. Make sure to put enough glue on there. Now we're gonna put it through the gift box, and it's gonna be very, very snug. So you're gonna have to use pressure to get it in there. But as you just saw, it went in all the way. And now we're gonna push it all the way down, guys. Now let's let it sit for a little bit so it dries up. That way we can carry on with this prank. It's been a few minutes already, so I'm pretty sure the glue dried and the bottle of vinegar is stuck in there very, very nicely. So now, guys, it's time to dump some baking soda inside. I'm gonna dump the whole box in there, actually. All of it. Just like that. And I'm gonna clear the top because we're gonna leave this opened. All right, guys, so I just left the top open like that. As you can see, the vinegar is exposed. Do you guys get where I'm going with this prank so far? So the gift box is upside down. Of course, they're gonna think it's upside down, so they're gonna flip it over. And when that happens, all that baking soda is gonna come down, and as well as the vinegar, and they're gonna mix together. And we'll see what happens. Put the bottom back on, but I can't put it inside anymore. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna glue it on. I'm gonna, again, be using some hot glue so it sticks on there. I got enough glue on there, and I'm just gonna put this on there like this. Press down, and we're gonna let this dry for a little bit as well. Now I'm gonna poke some holes on the gift box. Just a couple of holes, just to see what happens. Now, it doesn't make the gift box look bad at all. It's just, it looks weird on there, but still, they won't think anything of these holes. They're just there. Our last step is to put a bow on the bottom so that it seems like it fell over and that it's upside down. So, yeah, the bow gives it away. The bow lets your victim know that this gift box is upside down, and make sure that their name is visible on there. So when your victim, as you can see, the gift tag is right there. So when your victim sees that their name is on there, they're gonna flip it over. Now let's see what's gonna happen. Okay, so I see my name's on there. So, you know, I'm thinking, what is this? What could this be? Hopefully it's a bottle of Mountain Dew. And when I flip it over, let's see what happens. Oh, it starts oozing. Look at that on the top. It's trying to come out. Whoa! They won't know what hit them, right? Now, guys, do this on tile floor. Do not do this on carpet. Oh, dang, I hate cleaning up these messes. Whoa, calm down. So if you make more holes, obviously you're gonna get more vinegar and baking soda coming out of them. And there you have it, pranksters. 5 evil pranks you guys can set up for the holidays. Hopefully you guys were good throughout the year, and you pulling off these pranks are not gonna affect Santa bringing you presents this year. Now, if you enjoyed watching this video, and if you liked any of these pranks, please give this video a thumbs up. And also, guys, since Christmas is still coming up, I'm gonna do one last Christmas prank video, and that video is gonna involve nothing but candy. So if you look forward to that, please hit the subscribe button if you haven't subscribed already. I'll see you guys in my next video. Happy holidays, and thanks for watching. We're gonna turn this bow into some ribbon, some really nice ribbon that will make the gift a bit nicer. So you got a wallet that you're giving out, but you don't have any more wrapping paper. Well, a really clever idea that you guys can use, since this is a small case, I'm gonna be using cash to wrap this wallet up. And notice the difference. This, you can tell, is a box of cereal, but you flip it over and you got yourself a brown plain box that you can work with. And now we're gonna put it back together, but inside out pretty much. So what was outside is now inside, and what was inside is now outside. So here's a little hack that you guys can do to make your own candy canes. That's right, you're gonna make some candy canes.